Patty Loveless. Born Patricia Lee Ramey on January 4th, 1957, in Pikeville, Kentucky, grew up in the quiet coal mining community of Elkhorn City, surrounded by rolling mountains and close-knit neighbors who valued music as a way of life. Her childhood was filled with the sounds of bluegrass, gospel harmonies, and traditional country melodies drifting through the hills, shaping her musical instincts long before she ever stepped on a professional stage. Her father, John Ramey, worked as a coal miner and faced serious health challenges that left a deep emotional mark on the family, while her mother, Naomi, encouraged Patty's natural love for singing at home. Family gatherings often turned into warm sing-along evenings, where voices blended effortlessly. And those simple moments quietly built the foundation of Patty's rich, heartfelt vocal style that listeners would later recognize instantly. Early inspirations and first steps toward Nashville. As Patty entered her teenage years, she found inspiration in powerful female country artists such as Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton, women who came from modest beginnings yet rose to extraordinary success through talent and determination. Seeing their journeys gave her confidence that her own dreams were possible, even from a small Kentucky town. She began performing with her brother Roger, who played guitar and believed deeply in her ability. Together, they traveled to Nashville during the early 1970s, exploring opportunities and learning the rhythms of the music industry. During one memorable visit, Patty sang backstage at the Grand Ole Opry and received encouraging attention from established artists. Those brief but meaningful encounters didn't guarantee instant fame, but they strengthened her belief in herself and helped her understand that persistence, humility, and preparation would be just as important as raw talent. Struggles, growth, and the road to recognition. Patty's path to success was far from effortless, and her early adulthood was marked by both personal change and professional uncertainty. She married young and performed in small venues across the South, gaining valuable stage experience while discovering her musical identity. Although that chapter eventually ended, it taught her resilience and self-awareness that would later shape her songwriting and performances. Returning to Kentucky for a period of reflection, she regained focus with the support of her brother and slowly made her way back to Nashville with renewed determination. By the mid-1980s, her powerful voice began drawing attention, leading to a record deal with MCA Records. Albums such as If My Heart Had Windows and Honky Tonk Angel introduced her to a wider audience, and songs climbed the charts, establishing her as a leading figure in the neo-traditional country movement that honored classic sounds while appealing to modern listeners. The golden years of artistic and commercial success. The 1990s became a defining decade for Patty Loveless, a period when her artistry and popularity reached remarkable heights. Albums like Only What I Feel, When Fallen Angels Fly, and The Trouble with the Truth revealed her exceptional ability to interpret lyrics with honesty and emotional depth. Her voice carried both strength and vulnerability, allowing listeners to feel the stories she sang rather than simply hearing them. Hit songs resonated across radio stations and concert halls, touching audiences who found comfort and understanding in her music. A key part of this success was her collaboration with producer and later husband, Emory Gordy Jr., whose musical insight complemented her vocal style beautifully. Together they crafted recordings that sounded timeless yet fresh, balancing traditional country roots with thoughtful production that welcomed both longtime fans and new generations into her musical world, honoring heritage through mountain soul. While many artists pursued crossover trends, Patty Loveless chose to stay closely connected to the Appalachian heritage that first inspired her. This devotion became especially clear with her 2001 album, Mountain Soul, a project that blended bluegrass instrumentation with deeply personal storytelling. The album celebrated themes of faith, family, and the simple beauty of rural life, earning widespread critical praise and reminding listeners of the emotional power found in traditional music. Rather than chasing commercial formulas, Patti focused on authenticity, allowing her Kentucky roots to guide her creative decisions. She later continued this journey with Mountain Soul 2 in 2009, further strengthening her reputation as an artist who respected the past while still bringing her own voice to it. These projects highlighted her role as a bridge between country and bluegrass, preserving tradition while gently evolving its expression. Recognition, humility, and lasting influence. Throughout her long career, Patti Loveless received numerous honors from organizations such as the Country Music Association and the Academy of Country Music, acknowledging both her vocal excellence and her contribution to the genre. One of her most cherished milestones came in 1988, when she was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry, fulfilling a childhood dream she once only imagined from backstage hallways. Despite industry recognition, she remained grounded and approachable, often described by peers as warm, generous, and sincere. Fellow musicians frequently praised not only her technical skill, but also her integrity and kindness, qualities that earned her deep respect beyond chart rankings. Even as musical trends shifted, Patti's influence endured because her songs focused on universal emotions: love, hope, perseverance, and reflection, allowing her work to stay meaningful across decades and reminding audiences that authenticity often outlasts popularity. Personal life, partnership, and quiet strength. Behind the stage lights, Patti Loveless valued privacy and stability, choosing to keep much of her personal life away from public spectacle. Her early marriage during her formative career years brought lessons about balance and self-discovery, while her later partnership with Emory Gordy Jr. became a cornerstone of both her personal happiness and professional success. Their relationship was built on shared musical understanding, mutual respect, and steady encouragement, creating an environment where creativity could flourish naturally. Gordy's experience as a musician and producer helped shape some of Patti's most memorable recordings, yet their bond extended far beyond studio sessions. Friends often described them as a supportive team who faced life's challenges with calm, determination, and gratitude. This sense of emotional grounding allowed Patti to step back from constant touring when she wished, focusing on family and well-being while still making occasional appearances that delighted loyal fans. A meaningful friendship with Vince Gill. In later years, Patti Loveless spoke warmly about her long friendship and professional connection with fellow country artist Vince Gill, describing it as a relationship rooted in mutual respect, shared artistry, and genuine kindness, rather than competition. Their collaborations in the 1990s showcased harmonies that felt effortless, as if two voices naturally understood each other's rhythm and emotion. Patti expressed appreciation for Vince's steady encouragement, noting that he often reminded her to trust her instincts and let the story of a song guide her performance. Over time, their bond grew into a lasting friendship, marked by thoughtful check-ins, supportive words, and shared moments on meaningful stages. One particularly emotional performance honoring another country legend highlighted the healing power of music and the trust between them. Patti's reflections revealed gratitude rather than drama, emphasizing that true partnerships in music are built on sincerity, empathy, and the simple joy of creating something heartfelt together.